All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I'm going to give honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'chakodash. We said, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahushai, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahushai, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'chakodash. And we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Yahushai. 2023, which is beautiful things are taking place. Lord willing, this be the year that Yahweh Shai fulfills all the promises and redeems the elect from the four corners of the planet Earth. All right. So let's jump into this news story. It was on November 6th. The things you see taking place now, prophecies are linking in, they're locking in. Turkey just snubbed Blinken. All right. Blinken took himself over there to Turkey. He's actually going through the Middle East, and everybody's saying that he's pretty much trying to buy time for the Amalekites. Okay, so and these nations aren't having it because that's why the Lord said, "Let the weak say that I'm strong." You read Obadiah, all thy lovers have laid a wound under thee. All these things are prophecies that need to be fulfilled in their fullness. They've been throughout the years here and there, but the fullness we're really seeing the ratcheting up and the increase in the dislike of what Babylon's doing, because the same thing in the ancient world, just like Egypt. Just like Babylon, those nations were once coveted and held in that high position. That's why they were able to take over those different lands and establish themselves as rulers. But when it came down to their downfall, that's what because for another nation to attack another nation, there has to be turmoil. There has to be some kind of aggression. So the same thing you see now, the aggression has been there for Babylon, but now these nations are acting on it. They're moving further away because it's like the bully in the room. That's how Babylon has kept the power through an ironclad fist. And then now they're seeing who really Babylon is ran by and who they really are backing. Okay. And they're showing you that they're dealing with these Amalekites, man. All right. And that's why the world is sitting there and saying that, guess what? They're not wanting to stay in tow anymore. So let's read this article. It says Turkish President Slovakia, Erdogan snubbed U.S. Secretary of State Blinken amid Middle East tension. So this situation is really because we know that Turkey is going to be one of the ones. If you read Ezekiel the 38th chapter, that Turkey is going to be one of the main players in this thing. All right, and they had it with Amalek. Okay, they're at a point where they ain't trying to turn back. You got different nations. You got different Saudi Arabia's starting to link in on that side. You got Turkey, Saudi Arabia. You got Yemen. All these different factions that are coming against because they're actually bonding. And if you watch the news prior to this, Saudi Arabia and Yemen, they had squashed their beef. And now that's not something that Babylon wanted. They want that turmoil, that ordo ab chaos, just like they did with Jake, the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, is that they pretty much put a wedge by saying you're different people, by saying that you're this and putting that animosity there, and it's still being fueled now. But Esau has some supposedly better things to do when he's trying to establish this new world order. And it says United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken faced a chilly reception in the Turkish capital Ankara on Monday as he attempted to navigate the complexity of this Israel-Hamas conflict during his Middle Eastern tour. Despite his efforts to ease regional tensions, Blinken was snubbed. Okay, he was snubbed by Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, if I'm pronouncing that right, highlighting the challenges in mediating the ongoing crisis. Blinken met with Turkey Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan for a 2.5 hour discussion. So this pretty much is like the guy did it just for formalities, but he was like the guy that you go do. He had to take one for the team pretty much to talk to Blinken, because if the leader ain't coming to talk to you, then there ain't nothing really gonna happen, because what's this guy going to do? He's gonna have to run it through the leader. And the leader wasn't even trying to be there, so he's not trying to hear whatever even came out of the meeting. Nothing's coming out of the meeting. Everything is set If he didn't come to the meeting, guess what? That means the plans that they have and what they're planning on doing and how they're moving forward is going to keep going. And that's why they didn't even meet with Babylon. And you already see the respect factor of Babylon has decreased through the years, especially now with old Sleepy Joe, man. All right, power. And these nations respect power. And they don't come from no, how you say, silver spoon places. These places, some of these leaders have come up in rough times. And some of them have been groomed for these positions. But guess what? Their people are hardened when it comes to economy and how they came up. Poverty, let's put it like that, poverty. And they consider Babylon a spoiled nation. So that respect is always, that underlying disrespect has been there. Now it's frontline, okay? It says Blinken's mission, main mission was to buy more time for Israel. And the Turks know this. That's why he got this cold reception, said Tamar Quarmont, a professor of public policy at the Duhan Institute Graduate Studies. The United States has faced criticism from Arabic and Muslim leaders for this staunch backing of Israel, because that's what it says, the least of the flock shall bring them out. So all of this support, they're burning bridges with everybody else because they see that there's this Edomite supremacy that's going on, man. It's not a looking down out for these other nations because they're genocide. They're killing them, man. They're killing men. They're killing women and children. That's the main bodies over there, man. So everybody's not rocking with that anymore. There's no justification of it. Oh yeah, they killed some of your people, but it still don't justify you killing thousands and by the groves, bombing sites you're not supposed to bomb, and call it war crimes. You saying that that was an atrocity that happened to you, but you're committing atrocities to other people. That's violating different compacts. I think the Geneva Compact. You got certain munitions, okay, munitions and ammunition that you can't use in wartime anymore because they've been made illegal. I think white phosphorus is one. You got cluster bombs. Those are because they have too much collateral damage. So that's why they've been taken off the market of weapons that can be used in the field in the theater of war, because that's what this is. It's a theater of war, okay? And it says the United States has faced criticism, let's jump down, which has continued to mount month-long as assault on Gaza, resulting in over 10,000 casualties. 10,000 is a lot, man. That is a lot of people, including more than including more than a third being children. So where's the excuse on that? Because they had to use they came in to do a terrorist attack, but the children didn't do that. But that's just the time that we in. That's that judgment coming down on those Palestinians, and then also to come back on the Amalekites that are there. So it's all chess moves that are being made, man. Okay, so 10,000 casualties currently count. Says Blinken's trip to Turkey followed strained meetings with Arabic leaders in Iraq, Palestine, and Jordan over the weekend. Arab and Muslim nations have called for an immediate ceasefire to ease the soaring casualties in Gaza, while the U.S. has supported the need for a humanitarian pause in the fighting. So they don't want they're saying that they don't want to stop because guess what? They said that Hamas is going to regroup and come back stronger. Whereas, like, how are they getting these weapons? How are they getting all these equipment to do these things? And that's one of the most monitored places right now. All right. And it says Blinken met with the Turkish foreign minister, Hakan Fidan, in 2.5 hours. That's it on that. So let's go ahead and get these precepts and we'll close on out. So these are exciting times, man. These are exciting times because why? This man is being embarrassed. He's being revealed. And then you got protests that are happening all over the world right now. This is just if you can't. Look, you got London. You got Europe. This place in Berlin.
Raise our voices.
حنضل حامل نفس الرسالة. بنشكر كل المؤسسات. بنشكر كل
Istanbul, Turkey, right there. York. Where's this? Sydney.
In the last 4 weeks, we have seen across the world, including in Sydney, Melbourne, London.
Canada. Washington, D.C.
3,800.
Chile. Venezuela. So that the world, man, the world is waking up. The world is waking up. They seeing it because guess what? And then what's the underlying thing is that the whole Kanye thing saying that who is the real Israelites, because the world now is not saying it, but they feeling it without saying it. Like, hold up. Didn't they say, weren't these the same ones that was taking money away from Kanye? And the world is seeing who's running everything. They're seeing the hand in the shadows is being revealed, and that's their greatest power, is to have the anonymity. That's when you don't have nobody knowing who you are, what your plans are. Then you can move in secret. But once you have everybody knowing that, you can't move. That's why it says they chased after him as they do a thief. Okay, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked, not wickedness, that wicked. So there is that wicked. That is a wicked. And we read Malachi, all right, the first chapter. And it says that wicked be revealed. So let's look up what the word revealed means. Get the understanding.
Strong's G 601. Apocalypto.
And it says what? To uncover, lay open what has been veiled or covered up. And what's the main thing? That they run every damn thing, man. That they're the cause of a lot of pain and anguish on the earth, and they know it, man. They'll tell you themselves. They want to run the earth because they believe that they're the chosen people. Okay? Because they're trying to pretend to be us and take the birthright back. But that birthright is coming to us because we just got to go through our pain. And once the prophecies are revealed, guess what? We're going to be off punishment. And then goes back, it says, one of you shall chase 1,000 and 10 of you shall chase 10,000. That's our blessing. Them Amalek ain't doing that. It says disclose, make bare, make known, make manifest, disclose what before was unknown. So the world is seeing, hold on, man, these people are monsters. They're monsters. They're killing women and children. And then I have the audacity to try to say what other nations should do in their borders, man. And that's clear. But think about this, going back to slavery, these were the same ones that were committing those atrocities and making that money off of slave trade, man. All right, this is Ezekiel 23 and verse 22. And it says, therefore, Al-Hobal, saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up thy lovers against thee, from whom thy mind was alienated, and will bring them against thee from every side. So just like when this took place to us, when we were setting up in our wickedness and doing the things that displeased the Lord, the Most High turned our lovers against us. It says, woman of the tent, or the tent is in her. Okay, just wanted to get that word real quick. So just like the Lord was turning our supposed people that we were in business with and league with, because that's what Jake wanted. And the Lord gave it to us. We wanted to be like these other nations and go amongst them and act like them. But guess what? Now they're being shown that, guess what? Your lovers are being turned against you. Everything that you thought and you planned is now being turned against you, man. All right? And it says, let's go back with the world. It says what? Behold, I will raise up thy lovers. What's the lovers? Ahabatah. Lovers, love of humans, love of others, including family. So how are they? If you read Obadiah, they've been in bed with these nations. That's why it says they lay down with the whore, the harlot, man. They committed fornication with her, man. That's going into the democracy, going into the different treaties and the different help that they received from Babylon. So now they ate the bread. Now that wound is being laid because they disrespecting Babylon. When Blinken went over there, him not coming to that meeting was a clear message of how they feel. Because you could at least save face and came and shook the man's hand and, and gave some kind of credence, but they said he do so. I ain't even going there. Who is you? They treating Babylon with discontent, man. Okay, this is Ezekiel 16 and verse 37. And it reads, behold, therefore I will gather all thy lovers with whom thou hast taken pleasure, and all them that thou hast loved, okay, with all them that thou hast hated, and will even gather them round about against thee, and will discover thy nakedness unto them. That's what you see happening right now. Okay, that's why you see the world is protesting, because they seeing the nakedness. They're revealing this place where we see today as the land of Palestine, all right, ruled by these Amalekites, and they say that Gaza is just an open air prison, man. It's a prison, checkpoints, all types of other things, man. Okay, so the world is being shown that this man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and we've been prophesying this, been saying it through the Spirit and power. Now he can't hide himself no more because he's controlled. So the Lord is making him keep going with this situation and keep on building up, but he's losing more than he's gaining, because people ain't gonna forget, man. They ain't gonna forget. They ain't just gonna forget. That's why Esau is gonna push this draconian. Something big is gonna happen, because why? There's too much heat on him. He's gonna have to divert the heat some way, somehow, to have people concentrating, because this is millions of people, man. Hundreds of thousands of people are protesting against him. That's numbers he can't have, man. Everybody's not going under the script that he's written. All right. And then they know a lot of these politicians, a lot of these people that ruled in these nations, that have dual citizenship with Israel, man. Okay, so we here. All right, so Lord willing, said a fine lesson. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to say, call hello, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Chakwadash. Until the next time, I say shalom, and more now to never keep faith, because we're getting close to home. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is working, man. All right, shalom.